Goosebumps is a series of books that are thriller horror for kids around the age of like 12. They're written by a man named R.L. Stine, and the first ones were printed in the early 90s. And today I'm going to be looking at 1 through 13 and ranking them on a tier list. I read a lot of Goosebumps as a kid, and it's really just been in the last year or so that I have been trying to collect the full collection. I don't really have anything else to say, I guess. I don't like doing intros. First up is Welcome to Dead House. Amanda and Josh think the old house they've just moved into is weird, spooky, possibly haunted. And the town of Dark Falls is pretty strange too, but their parents don't believe them. You'll get used to it, they say. Gotta make some new friends. So Amanda and Josh do, but these friends aren't exactly what their parents had in mind, because they want to be friends forever. The thing that I couldn't get over is their parents inherited the house, and it's this really big old house, and their parents are like, oh wow, this is so great, it's such a nice big house. It's from a relative we've never heard of, red flag 1, and they are like, we can move in and we live there for free. Like, you don't have to pay mortgage, but you do have to pay like property taxes and utilities and any repairs that this like decrepit old house has. I liked it. I guess I would give it a B. It's not like amazing, but I do like it a lot. Number 2 is Stay Out of the Basement. Dr. Brewer is doing a little plant testing in his basement. Nothing to worry about. Harmless, really. But Margaret and Casey Brewer are worried about their father, especially when they meet some of the plants he's growing down there. Then they notice that their father is developing plant-like tendencies. In fact, he is becoming distinctly weedy and seedy. Is it just part of their father's harmless experiment, or has the basement turned into another little shop of horrors? I think they made one of the movies or TV shows or whatever was based on this one. I like it a lot. I like the little bit of foreshadowing and the kind of hints that you get. I feel like it had a lot of detail for such a short book. I think I like this one better than the first one. It's going in A. Number 3 is Monster Blood. While staying with his weird great aunt Catherine, Evan visits a funky old toy store and buys a dusty can of Monster Blood. It's fun to play with at first, and Evan's dog Trigger likes it so much he eats some. But then Evan notices something weird about the green slimy stuff. It seems to be growing, and growing, and growing. And all that growing has given the Monster Blood a monstrous appetite. This one is an iconic one, and I like the description of the Monster Blood itself. I don't think I would quite put this S, but I'll put it in A tier. My cats are fighting. Can you guys keep it down? The next one is Say Cheese and Die. Greg thinks there's something wrong with the old camera he and his friends found. The photographs keep turning out wrong, very wrong. Like the Snapchat Greg took of his father's new car that shows it totaled. And then Greg's father is in a nasty wreck. But Greg's friends don't believe him. Sherry even makes Greg bring the camera to her birthday party and take her picture. Only Sherry is not in the photograph when it develops. Is Sherry about to be taken out of the picture permanently? Who is going to take the next fall for the evil camera? This one I read as a kid and it genuinely scared me. This kid finds a camera and it's like a Polaroid instant print camera, and when he takes pictures they don't look like how they look in the viewfinder, and it's kind of like prophetic pictures. So I feel like I have to go S tier on this one. Number 5, it's Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Gabe just got lost in a pyramid. 1 minute, his crazy cousin Sari was right ahead of him in the pyramid tunnel. The next minute, she disappeared. But Gabe isn't alone. Something else is in the pyramid too. Someone or something. Gabe doesn't believe in the Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, but that doesn't mean the curse isn't real, does it? I don't even remember the ending of this one. I don't know why. This one just didn't hold me as much as the other ones did. I'm gonna put it pretty low, but since I don't really remember it, even though I literally just read it, I'm gonna put it in I'm gonna put it in F, okay? But I'm gonna come back and reread this one, and I'm gonna reevaluate it the next time that I do a video like this. So if you love Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, don't get mad at me that I'm putting it F for now. I'm gonna come back to it. and it will probably get a higher score. Maybe, unless I hate it. The next one is called Let's Get Invisible. On Max's birthday, he finds a sort of magic mirror in the attic. It can make him become invisible. So Max and his friends start playing Now You See Me, Now You Don't, until Max realizes that he's losing control, staying invisible a little too long, having a harder time coming back. Getting invisible is turning into a very dangerous game. The next time Max gets invisible, will it be forever? I really like it. I like the descriptions in it about being invisible and the kind of like feelings. I like the twist at the end. I'm not sure whether to put it in S or A. You know what, I'm just gonna move it up into S. The next one, number 7, is Night of the Living Dummy. Lindy names the ventriloquist dummy she finds Slappy. Slappy is kind of ugly, but he's a lot of fun. Lindy's having a great time learning to make Slappy move and talk, but Chris is jealous of all the attention her sister is getting. It's no fair. Why does Lindy always have all the luck? Chris decides to get a dummy of her own. She'll show Lindy. But then weird things start to happen. Nasty things. Evil things. No way a dummy can be causing all the trouble. Or is he? This is like the face of Goosebumps. Slappy is his name. I like the twists at the end of the Night of the Living Dummy series. I think these ones are particularly funny, but they're also creepy. I don't know. I really do like this one. I feel like this has to go S. I feel like this whole thing is going to be very weighted towards the top because I just really like Goosebumps. I am doing 1 through 13, but I did read Night of the Living Dummy 2 and 3, so I'm going to go ahead and rank those at this time, and that's because I literally just yesterday got these 3 of the original prints. I have this anthology of sorts, and it's a little worse for wear. This one has seen through some stuff, and it has all 3. So since I was reading the first one out of this, I just went ahead and read all 3. So I'm gonna rank all 3. Number 31, Night of the Living Dummy 2. Amy's ventriloquist dummy Dennis keeps losing his head, for real. So Amy begs her family for a new dummy. That's when her dad finds Slappy in a local pawn shop. Slappy's kind of ugly, but Amy's having fun practicing her new routine. Then terrible things start happening. Horrible, nasty things. Just like what happened the first time. Because there's something odd about Slappy. Something not quite right. Something evil. It says, just like what happened the first time? The first time what? Amy doesn't know about Night of the Living Dummy 1. The second one, I would almost say I like better than the original. I don't know, man. Should I move Night of the Living Dummy down? Is it blaspheme to do it like this? It almost feels like I shouldn't, you know? Number 40, Night of the Living Dummy 3. Trina Odell's dad used to have a ventriloquist act. That's why he has all those dummies in the attic. He calls it his dummy museum. There's a dummy with freckles and one with a sneer just like Rocky. Trina and her brother Dan think the dummies are pretty cool, but now there are voices in the attic, and the dummies keep showing up in the strangest places. No way these dummies could be alive, right? I don't like this one as well as the other 2, but overall I do like it still. So I'm gonna give that one a B. Next one, number 8, The Girl Who Cried Monster. My cat is using the litter box. So sorry for that. Lucy likes to tell monster stories. She's told so many that her friends and family are sick of it. Then one day, Lucy discovers a real live monster, the librarian in charge of the summer reading program. Too bad Lucy's told so many monster tall tales. Too bad no one believes a word she says. Too bad the monster knows who she is and is coming after her next. This one I did like. I like the description, I liked the twist. It is one of the ones that the twist is not until the very, very end, and there's not that much foreshadowing, so I do tend to like those a little bit less. I'm between B and C here for this one, because I did like it, but I don't really like when it does that twist at the very, very end, like so unexpected. Like you know it's gonna happen because that's how they all are, but it's a little bit annoying because there's not that I remember. There probably is, and I'm probably just dumb, but I did not see it coming. Number 9, Welcome to Camp Nightmare. The food isn't great, the counselors are a little strange, and the camp director, Uncle Al, seems kind of demented. Okay, so Billy can handle all that. But then his fellow campers start to disappear. What's going on? Why won't his parents answer his letters? What's lurking out there in the dark? Camp Night Moon is turning into Camp Nightmare for real, and Billy might be next. I didn't like this one quite as much. There was like one small thing that was kind of the hint towards what the twist would be at the end. But in general, the ending was just kind of like, oh, and by the way, it was just kind of confusing. So now I'm between D and C with this one. I probably wouldn't read it again, so I'm probably gonna go D. C is like passably middle, like a pretty good one. So I'm gonna go D with this one. I don't love it. I love the artwork. I mean, all the covers are really awesome, but I do like this one. Number 10, The Ghost Next Door. Hannah's neighborhood has just gotten a little weird ever since that new boy moved in next door. But when did he move in? Wasn't the house empty when Hannah went to sleep the night before? Why does it still look deserted? She's not getting any answers from her new neighbor. He just keeps disappearing in the oddest ways, and he's so pale. Is Hannah being haunted by the ghost next door? And it's about a ghost who's a kid. So I don't know, it's a little darker than usual. Like they've all got supernatural, they're all scary and suspenseful and stuff. But this one's about a ghost child, so I just did not like this one that well because of that. So I just don't like that one. Number 11, The Haunted Mask. How ugly is Carly Beth's Halloween mask? It's so ugly that it almost scared her little brother to death. So terrifying that even her friends are totally freaked out by it. It's the best Halloween mask ever. It's everything Carly Beth hoped it would be and more. Maybe too much more. Because Halloween is almost over and Carly Beth is still wearing that special mask. This was one of my favorites as a kid. I still really like it. I really like the descriptions of the mask. And I'm gonna go S with this one. Number 12, Be careful what you wish for. Samantha the Bird is a klutz, an accident waiting to happen. She's the laughingstock of the girls' basketball team, and that mean, rotten Judith Bellwood is making her life miserable on and off the court. But everything's about to change. Sam's met someone who can grant her 3 wishes, for real. Too bad Sam wasn't careful what she wished for, because her wishes are coming true, and they're turning her life into a living nightmare. I think it's relatable for kids too, and I think that's something about a lot of his characters is that they're pretty relatable. The main character in this is so focused on her like bully, and that's kind of like her like fatal flaw through it. She meets someone who is gonna offer her 3 wishes, like a genie's type deal, and obviously that always goes awry. I liked this one. I liked the ending of it. It was a little frustrating because it's like, oh, she just kept making like the wrong decision, you know, trying to make the perfect wish and cover all her bases, but it just never worked. I liked it. I liked it pretty well. I'm gonna put it in B. And the last one for today, number 13, Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. When Jerry finds a dusty old piano in the attic of his new house, his parents offer to pay for lessons. At first, taking piano lessons seems like a cool idea, but there's something creepy about Jerry's piano teacher, Dr. Shriek. Something really creepy. Something Jerry can't quite put his finger on. Then Jerry hears the stories, terrifying stories, about the students at Dr. Shriek's music school. Students who went in for a lesson and never came out. I did not expect to like this one very much because I was like, it's gonna be like a scary piano teacher, but it was a little more. There was nice foreshadowing. And you can see the hands playing the thing on the front. It does mention they hire movers to move the piano down from the attic where they found it, but it does not mention that this old piano would be so out of tune. They don't hire someone to come tune it. But I like this one. I wasn't expecting a lot out of it, so that might be one reason that I liked it a lot. And there's a particular scene that is very descriptive and scary. It's not like super, super unique, but I like it. I'm gonna give it an A. If I found a piano in the attic of my house, super dusty, old, no idea, and it was in tune, there's a musical genius living in my house squatting somewhere, and I'm getting out. So there's my tier list. It, like I said, is very weighted towards the top. A lot of these are like iconic ones, but some of them I had never even heard of, like the piano lessons one. What's your favorite Goosebumps? Is it one of these? Is it one later in the series? Don't give spoilers. I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Oh, I never put on lipstick. Oh well. I mean, I guess it's too late now. There's no way I'm re-recording all this. I'm not recording all this again. This is my cat Pixel. Boop, 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 boop.